But my name is Susie Ingwall. I am the National Director for the Innovation Lab at the Innovation Institute. We have a relationship with SOAP, so I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what that means today. Thank you so much for the great introduction. You saved me a little bit of time on my presentation. I'll start by just telling you guys who the Innovation Institute is. So the Innovation Institute is a for-profit organization that was born out of St. Joseph Health System in Southern California back in 2013. We originally became a for-profit arm to help physician innovators as well as other caregivers in the health system bring ideas to life, bring ideas to market. When we split off from the health system, we started having other member systems that come to join us. So currently within our ecosystem, this design is probably a little bit hard for you to see, but within our ecosystem, we have Providence St. Joseph Health in California. We also have CHOC Children's in Southern California. We work with Avera Health System out of the South Dakotas, Franciscan Missionary of Our Lady based out of Louisiana, Bon Secours Health System, which recently merged with Mercy, so Mercy Bon Secours on the East Coast. Within that group, we've got probably about 200,000 different caregivers that we can tap into. We're in 20 different states. We've got around 30 hospitals, or 130 hospitals, 131 actually to be exact, hospitals, many clinics and many physicians. So we were really born to help physicians bring their ideas to life, bring ideas to market. We focus really on early stage ideas, and I'll talk to you a little bit about what that looks like. This is just kind of a map so you can see some of the geography of where we're located. We don't mean to avoid the Midwest, but hopefully we'll be a little bit more ingrained there in the next few years. We do have a little bit of room for other health systems to come on. The unique thing about us is that each one of the health systems that we work with actually own a percentage of the Innovation Institute. So the Innovation Institute has a couple of different arms underneath it. Like I said on the first, if you go back to the first slide, we've got a venture fund that we work with as growth fund so that we can help companies that are already stood up. We also have some enterprise development groups, and those help to keep us funded, to keep the lab funded. As you all know, bringing a product to market can be very challenging. It can take many years. It takes a long time to get revenue back coming in from your investment. So they help to keep us going, and all of those companies provide shared services for healthcare. So we've got a coding company. We've got a company that focuses on different technology within the health systems. We've got a furniture company. We've got a construction company, those kinds of things. So with that, we also have a relationship with SOAP. So we've got a public portal that folks can submit to, but we also have a portal for ideas that anyone who is a member of SOAP can submit to. So that's why I'm here today, is to really talk to you about this benefit that you have through SOAP. So we take ideas on medical products only, medical devices, it can be health IT, anything in the healthcare ecosystem, sometimes even things that are process related, believe it or not. We actually work with Cleveland Clinic Innovations, and they have a portal called Adeo Experts that we can put best practices on for other hospitals to download and use and purchase. If you are a SOAP member and you have an idea, this is how our process works. So you submit the idea via the SOAP website. So there's an Innovation Lab part on the website that you can click on. Get more information about how to submit. SOAP actually vets the idea first. So they'll take a look at it, do a little bit of a pre-screening, and then send it over to us. So from there, we'll be in contact with you to potentially get you into our system. So like I said, we do take ideas at early stage. If you already have a company that stood up, I'll talk to you in a minute about where else you might go and how else we might help you in that continuum. But with those early stage ideas, when ideas come to us, if you're with a member system, the health system that you came through actually retains and owns any IP from anything that we put forward to commercialization. If you come through SOAP or through our portal, the IP ends up with the Innovation Lab. I know that's a hard thing for innovators to hear, but oftentimes the ideas come to us at such an early stage that there's been no cash investment up front. They're so early, in fact, that most of them don't have patents, most of them don't have prototypes. So a lot of physicians will come to us and say, hey, I've got a really good idea. I don't know how to do this. I just want this done. Can you guys take a look at it and see if you can bring it to commercialization? If you bring an idea to us, the first thing we'll do is we'll do a pre-screening to see what's out there on the market now. If we don't find anything, then we'll send it to, we've got a group of analysts, a market intelligence team that will really take a look at the marketplace, look at the opportunity, see what the need is, and see how we can potentially fulfill it. We will cover all of the costs to do everything from the time the idea comes in until the time that it gets commercialized. On the back end, what happens is if we take something through to product development and we actually develop a prototype, get things patented, et cetera, we take it through to commercialization, we will share net profits back with you, the innovator, as well as with SOAP. So when that happens, we'll recoup our costs, we'll share 30% back with you as the innovator, 5% goes back to SOAP, and the rest comes back to the Innovation Lab to help keep us going. Any questions on this part? Because I know I'm kind of glossing over it pretty quickly. So not really. The question was, do we do incubation of companies? So we will take the idea and we will work with you to move it forward to commercialization. But if you have a company that's already started up that you actually are looking for funding for, that's a little bit of a different pathway that we have. So this is our core model, and this is what we were kind of born to do. When we were born out of St. Joe's, they kind of realized, hey, we have all these docs with great ideas, and we've got salespeople coming in and saying, hey, what do you think of this? And then the docs are giving away their ideas by saying, oh, it's okay, but it'd be better if you could do this, this, and this. And then these companies are going back and making a lot of money off of it. So St. Joe said, how do we get in front of this? How do we get in front of these good ideas and make sure that we're the ones taking them forward and sharing something back with our physicians and with our caregivers? So this was the model we were born with. We realized a few years into this that there are a lot of physicians and other caregivers that are coming to us saying, hey, I have a company, I've already invested a lot of my own money in it, I don't want to give up my IP, so what do I do now? So that kind of brings us to our next slide. So that was a perfect question. We do have an innovation continuum. We've got a couple of different partners that we work with for funding. So the lab's core process is to take ideas at a very early stage, incubate them and take them to market on our own dime, and then share some profits, share net profits back with you. We have a lot of different partners. So for funding sources, the first company that we work with is called Red Crow. They're actually here in Mill Valley. I was over visiting with them before I came here today. Red Crow is a really interesting model. They're really innovative in this space, I think. They are crowdsourced funding for healthcare startups. The good thing about them is that you can kind of control the amount of equity that you're giving away from your company or from your startup. You can also get early stage, comments and buy-in from the other physicians out there that are within the network. So products and devices and other companies go up on their platform, and they go on what's called the Discover side first. Within the Discover side of the platform, they are able to get ideas and feedback from other people that are on there. And that's really what that side of the platform is. It's a place for us to go on, look and see what's developing, look to see what products are coming to market, what things are out there, and then give feedback to help these companies grow and develop. If the companies decide to go on their investment side of the platform, then accredited investors can actually invest for a percentage of equity. So that's the way that Red Crow works. They usually work with very early stage, so seed funding type of situations is mostly what they're working with, sometimes early Series A. We also have a venture capital company that we're partnered with called LRV Health. So LRV Health looks for more late Series A or early Series B. They are mostly looking for companies that have some sort of revenue, usually in the $1 million range, but we do send companies their way. So when companies come to us looking for funding, that's one of the partners that we work with quite closely. The other partners on here are either co-development partners or partners that we work with for different types of projects. Cleveland Clinic Innovations has been a partner of ours from the very beginning. We work very closely with them. We have an alliance group with them that involves Parker Hannifin and a whole bunch of other companies. We get together, once or twice a year and talk about projects that we might want to work on together. We also work with NTT Data for healthcare IT ideas. Park, I just sent a project to them last week, so I'm hoping that one's going to move forward. Boston Scientific and Deloitte. These are a few of our products on market. I know this slide is really small and probably hard to see. I really just wanted to impress upon everyone here that companies like ours, sometimes it can be really hard to get footing and to get products to market. So in the past year, we've taken 10 different products to market. One of those actually came from a soap innovator. So we have a product called the Lonnie Brace, which is a new type of ulnar brace. He really realized that there wasn't anything in the market that was comfortable, that really fit the need that he wanted, so he created his own. This product is actually available. It was created by Dr. Stephen Martino, who is a soap member. He brought it to us. It's available on Amazon today. You can buy it there. And then in the future, we're hoping that we can license this to another company as well. So that's my quick overview. Any questions? The question is, what is the equity breakdown? So if you submit a nascent idea to us and we bring it all the way through from concept to commercialization, any net profits that come back to us are split between the innovator. The innovator gets 30% of those net profits. Soap gets 5% of those net profits, and the rest of the percentage goes to the innovation lab to help keep us funded and working on additional projects.
65% you guys will own.
Yeah. We'll own the IP, so that's the little bit of the difference, is because we're investing all of the money and the resources into really focusing on the idea from scratch and understanding how we can incubate it, bring it to market, make any changes that are needed, work with you as the innovator to really make it the best that it can be so that we can commercialize it. There's a lot of money spent in that process, and so that's kind of what we ask for in exchange.
Of fully commercialized product.
Sure, we have a product.
Through your network.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a product on market now that you can go to CVS and buy. So we had a hand surgeon from Mission Hospital come to us a few years back, and he said, hey, I need to work with you guys. I do hand surgeries, and I tell people to go home and do this, and they don't do this. So I send them home with a sling, and they don't heal right. I need something that I can elevate the hand above the heart for a prescribed amount of time, and then drop it back down so that they don't, do any damage to their ulnar nerve or anything else. So believe it or not, there wasn't anything patented for that. So we created a new type of sling that lets you wear it as a traditional as well as a post-operative hand elevator. You can buy it at CVS. So when you go to CVS and you're looking for a sling, it's the only one, I believe, on their shelves now. They transitioned out all of their other slings. We're also looking to, the company that we worked with to license that to CVS is also working with Target, Walgreens, Walmart, all of those different companies, and we'll look to expand that product as soon as we can. In addition, we have a medical grade version that actually does have a billing code that folks can buy, and that's brand new. So we just have about 10 of those that we're sending out to get feedback on right now.